Okay, welcome to the third sequence of this Design for Manufacture project. So today we are going to add our adaptive toolpath to clean out all of the inside of this component. So in order to do that, we have to make sure that we don't select from the 2D menu. It's really important that we select from our 3D adaptive clearing. Okay, so go ahead and do that. And what we're going to do is we're going to get this window that has 5 different tabs. Okay, so the first step is to select a tool. So I'm going to pick a tool. It's going to open up my tool library. Now, if you guys remember, in the first video, we imported our tool library, which was the keychain library. Everybody is going to pick, for their first roughing operation, tool number 2. Now that's a 1/4 inch tool. All right, it's the biggest roughing tool I'm giving you guys to use. Select it. You'll notice it brings in all of the feeds and speeds. These feeds and speeds I already calculated, and they come with the tool, so you don't have to worry about that. Next tab. This is your geometry. This shows Fusion where it should be looking for the material to cut. So we got to tell it the boundary to look. Otherwise, it's going to cut the entire universe. So we're going to go to machining boundary, and we're going to change this to selection. So that's the last option. Automatically, it's going to ask for a selection. We're going to pick the perimeter. That's that. The outside line that follows the whole part. Okay. That's all we need to do in this selection. Third tab. For this, leave it alone for the most part, except for this last bottom height. We're going to change offset under bottom height to -0.05. All of these numbers, top height, retract height, clearance height, this defines how high the tool picks up when it moves from one feature to the next. This is kind of like what you did when you were doing your G-code simulation. The defaults are fine. This bottom height that we just changed allows it to go a little bit deeper on features that go all the way through the object. Now in this I don't have any, but some of you might, so that's why I wanted to add that. So this won't affect our part, but some of you it's going to help. Okay? Fourth tab. These are the number of passes and how it's supposed to move through the part while it's cutting. Okay? We're going to leave all of the stuff in passes alone. Don't touch it. But we're going to turn off stock to leave, because we don't want it to leave 20 thousandths of an inch on the surfaces, because it's not a precision part, and we don't want to come back with a finishing pass. It's not necessary. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn that off. Okay? So the very last thing we need to do is in the last tab. We're going to leave linking alone, don't touch it. And this is going to define under ramp how the tool enters the material. It's going to create like a helix coil as it enters. But 2 degrees is really tiny, so we're going to increase that to 8 degrees so that it goes a little faster. And the diameter of the coil shape is kind of big, so it's not going to be able to fit into all of your different pocket sizes, being this size, 0.2375. So we're going to make it a little bit smaller, make it 0.05. So change only these 3 things: ramp angle to 8 degrees, helical ramp diameter to 0.05, and minimum ramp diameter to 0.05. And now I'm going to hit OK. So what you see is this. It's the result of the toolpath, which is our helical entry. So you can see the helical shape with a 0.05 diameter, and then the 8-degree angle, which is the angle of like the coil spring coming down. That's how it can safely enter the material. And then all of these passes have been created from all those settings that were in those windows. So that's your first adaptive toolpath. You can right-click on it over here in the browser eventually. Where's my right-click? There it is. Go to simulate. You can turn on and off your stock and your toolpath while you're hitting play if you want to watch it. You can see it not hitting all of the areas, of course, because it's too big of a tool. So we're going to have to do another adaptive in my next video to clean up the areas that it's missed. You can also go to statistics and see how long it's going to take and all that fun stuff. All right, make sure you hit save. And thanks for watching part 3.